The first one is improve. We say this one very often. I want to improve my English. I want to improve my speaking skills. I want to improve my style. Instead of saying improve, you can say enhance. I want to enhance my speaking skills. You can also say elevate. Elevate. He worked hard to elevate his grades from B's to A's. Another synonym to the word improve is develop. You can develop your skills, your comprehension, your knowledge, and your confidence. Now let's repeat. Improve, enhance, elevate, develop. The next common word is a problem. I have a big problem. This word is overused. Instead of saying it, you can say an issue. I have an issue, or I have a big issue. Please keep in mind that if the word starts with a vowel sound, we use an article an. When the word starts with a consonant, we use a. I have a problem, but I have an issue. For example, she solved an issue with her phone by restarting it. You can also say a difficulty. We have a great difficulty with a project. Trouble is another one you can use. Instead of saying, we're having a problem with the internet connection, you can say, we're having trouble with the internet connection. Trouble is usually uncountable, so we don't need to use an article here. For example, I have trouble understanding Chinese. We just say trouble unless talking about a specific type of trouble. You can also say a dilemma. A dilemma appears in a situation where you have to make a choice and select the right alternative. Let's repeat together. A problem, an issue, a difficulty, a dilemma, trouble. Let's move on to the next phrase. I think. This phrase is overused. You can say, from my point of view. From my point of view, learning a new language is challenging. Or you can say, it seems to me that. It seems to me that the weather is getting warmer each year. You can also say, as I see it. As I see it, honesty is the most important quality in a friendship. As far as I can tell is another one you can use. For example, as far as I can tell, the train should arrive in about 15 minutes. Once again, I think, from my point of view, it seems to me that, as I see it, as far as I can tell. The next word is another basic adjective, angry. Instead of saying, I'm very angry, it's better to say, I'm annoyed. Enraged is another synonym for the word angry. You can also say, I'm furious. But please never say very furious because that's grammatically incorrect. You can also use the word irritated. They were irritated by the loud music next door. Once again, angry, annoyed, enraged, furious, irritated. The next one, simple. This rule is very simple. Instead of using the word simple, you can say clear. This rule is very clear. Another advanced way to say simple is coherent. Coherent. For example, her explanation was coherent and easy to understand. Instead of saying simple, you can say elementary. The teacher gave an elementary explanation. That means a very clear explanation. You can also use the slang word easy peasy. This one can be used in a casual, informal conversation. Now let's have a look at all these synonyms. Simple, clear, coherent, elementary, easy peasy. The next word is an adjective that students say all the time. Excellent. We use this adjective extremely often. Instead of saying excellent, you can say outstanding. It was outstanding. First class is another one you can use. It's really first class. You can also say terrific. She did terrific job on her school project. This sentence means she did an excellent job on her project. When we describe services, products, performances of a very high quality, we can say first rate. The new restaurant has first rate food. You can also say world class. For example, he bought a world-class camera to take amazing pictures on his vacation. Another alternative to use instead of excellent is awesome. My new house looks awesome. Once again, excellent, outstanding, first class, terrific, first rate, world class, awesome. The next commonly used word is a chance. I have a chance to make my dream come true. You can say, I have an opportunity to make my dream come true. Or you can also say a free ride. A free ride is an opportunity or advantage that someone gets without having done anything to deserve it. For example, he's gotten a free ride from the company to work with awesome people. You can also use a lucky break. It's an idiom. An idiom is a phrase or group of words that has a special meaning. Instead of saying, I was waiting for a chance to do something, you can say, I was waiting for a lucky break. Once again, a chance, an opportunity, a free ride, a lucky break. The next one is little. Instead of saying little, you can say slight. Please add a slight pinch of salt to the soup. Teeny is another one you can use. For example, instead of saying, I've made a little mistake, you can say, I've made a teeny mistake. When we describe something thin, narrow, and slight in form, we can use slender. She had a slender and graceful body. You can also say compact. She carried a compact umbrella in her bag. Pint-sized is another adjective you can use instead of small. They've moved into a pint-sized house, but it's really cozy. Now let's repeat. Little, slight, teeny, slender, compact, pint-sized. And the final word for today is interesting. Yesterday I watched an interesting film. Sounds great, but very simple. Instead of saying interesting, you can say impressive. I've watched an impressive film. Or you can also say entrancing. That means so interesting that you give them all your attention. Instead of saying interesting, you can say engaging. The book she read was so engaging that she couldn't put it down. Another synonym is appealing. This word means attractive and interesting. The colorful design of the toy was appealing to the children. Let's repeat and memorize the words together. Interesting, impressive, entrancing, engaging, appealing. That's it for today's lesson. Thank you for watching.